In today's video, we're going to be doing a lot of cleaning, but I'm also going to be talking about the importance of making your cleaning routines very personal, so stay tuned. Before we jump into the topic of making routines personal, I kind of want to give you guys a background so you know what I'm actually doing in this video. The first thing I'm going to be doing in this video is I had made a list of some monthly tasks that I wanted to accomplish. Today I'm going to be working on some of those things, some of the maintenance that I like to do to my appliances. So things like cleaning the filter on the dishwasher and running a cleaning cycle on the dishwasher. We have a septic tank, so we have like a tablet that we're supposed to flush down the toilet once a month. The cleaning cycle on the washing machine, things like that. So you're going to see some of those kind of tasks, and then you're also going to see some weekly tasks. The weekly tasks that I'm going to be doing in today's video are the tasks from the Passionate Penny Pincher Home Planner. And again, I'm going to kind of get into why I'm doing those things, but I wanted to let you know what I'm actually doing before we start talking about all of that. One of my main goals this year, if you remember this video, I'm going to pop it in right here. I talked about home routines, and my goal for the year was really and truly to help you guys figure out how to create your most ideal home cleaning routines for you and for your home. I do not believe that cleaning routines are one size fits all. I think that it is very important for you to know the season that you're in. I think it's important to know your limits. I think it's important for you to know your priorities when it comes to you and your home and things like that. And this year, like I said, that was my goal, is to really start teaching you guys how to do that for yourself. But as the year has gone, this is my son's senior year, my oldest son's senior year. And so I've had a lot more commitments than I was expecting. And then also, as I was going through my routines, because I kind of created a routine for myself, which I talked about in that video, I realized that there were some things that I didn't have just right. And so I've kind of really been trying to work through those. And I felt like I needed to be able to work through those for myself before I could really teach this to you guys. All right, right here, I'm just showing you that this couch collects hair. It collects hair from us, like my family members, but also this little cutie right here. So one of the tasks for today was to vacuum the couch, but that is what those close-ups were. So the first quarter of this year, I have really spent my time focusing on really testing my personal cleaning method for myself and for my home, as well as my planning methods. I'm really just wanting to simplify and make things just work really, really well. So you may remember, and I will pop a link to it down in the description box, but for the month of March, I had decided that I wanted to try using an hourly planner because I felt like maybe it would help me if I did some time blocking and kind of refocusing on things and scheduling things different. And that really ended up being a bust. I had really just been listening to some other people online. I had been listening to a podcast, and that's kind of why I decided to go down that path. I wanted to kind of test this lady's theories, and basically her theories are great, and I can see how they could work for a lot of people, but they just ended up not being what I needed. So because I've also been testing planning theories and things like that, this year has kind of been a little bit wacko. So March, like I said, I changed up my planning, and that was not going to work. So in April, the beginning of April, this is actually the first day of April when I started filming this video. It is filmed over several days, and now we're kind of past the middle of April. But when I started April, I decided that I really wanted to just make sure that what I was doing was really working. And to test that, I decided to pull back out my Passionate Penny Pincher home planner. That planner, I tell you guys all the time, that planner is amazing. It's beautiful. It is very well thought out. It works really well for so many of you. But for me personally, I have not been able to make it work, even though I have tried over and over and over. And it's just because my brain just does things in a different way, and that is okay. So for the month of April, I decided to pull that planner out because there is a cleaning system already built into it, and I wanted to make sure that I really prefer zone cleaning. So when I pulled that planner out, I decided that I was going to work through the Passionate Penny Pincher weekly cleaning tasks, but then also create a list of monthly tasks that I was going to do. So there are two main ways. They're not the only ways, but there are two main ways that most people handle deep cleaning. They either handle deep cleaning by zone cleaning, where they have their homes broken down into different zones or rooms, or by task. So with the Passionate Penny Pincher planner, there is a list for you to create monthly tasks that you would like to do. So an example of cleaning by task would be dusting blinds. So you get to the task on there and it says dust blinds. You're going to get your duster and you're going to go through your entire house and dust the blinds in the entire house. Now, if you zone clean, when you are doing your deep cleaning, you are going to be cleaning by room. So if you are in zone 1 and there are blinds to clean in zone 1, you're only going to dust the blinds that are in that room. And then you're going to continue through the other tasks that are in that room. So that's kind of the difference between zone cleaning and monthly task cleaning. So really, I just want to encourage you guys and let you guys know that if you're struggling with a cleaning routine or a cleaning system, whether it be one you found online or one that you created for yourself, if you're struggling, it is okay to change it up. It is also okay to try new things. Try new things. You may find that the new thing works really well. You may find that the new thing is terrible and what you were doing actually makes more sense. But it is okay to try new things and really just figure out what it is that is going to work best for you. So during my experiment, I realized that I very much enjoy the cleaning routine that I had already created for myself a lot. I realized that I do prefer to zone clean. There for a few days, I really thought that I was going to really enjoy cleaning by task better. And like I had convinced myself that I was really going to like it. And I did for a few days, but then the more things went on, the more I realized that I actually do better cleaning by zone. So like I said, it's okay to try new things and test the waters, because I think you're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to really learn what your preferences really are. The other thing that I learned is that going through the Passionate Penny Pincher weekly tasks, I felt like things were really long and drawn out. I did not like them being broken down like by the day and having specific things on specific days. I definitely prefer to kind of do all of my quick cleaning for the week all at one time. So again, this really just helped me firm up some things that I, was already doing. It let me know I really was on the right track. This experiment also helped me really figure out something that I had been wanting to change and how I wanted to go about changing it. So in that video that I have already referenced a few times, where I talked about my new cleaning system for the year, in that video I talked about having monthly zone cleaning tasks as well as quarterly zone cleaning tasks. Now again, through the first quarter, I have been working through those lists, and I realized pretty early on that having quarterly tasks on top of the monthly tasks was too much. On paper, it looked great. I thought it was going to be amazing, but then when it came down to actually doing the things, it ended up being too much. And so I've been trying to pivot and figure out how I wanted to incorporate those other tasks. and how they needed to look, what I wanted them to be. Because again, with my monthly zone cleaning tasks, I have narrowed it down and don't have a ton of tasks. Most zones in my home have 9 tasks. They all have 9 tasks, but then each room has a few additional things that are specific to that room that I really want to do each and every month. But then there are also those tasks that I do want to get to that don't need to be done every month. So what I realized is that the Passionate Penny Pincher Planner had my answer. So in the Passionate Penny Pincher Planner, there is a list of tasks that are spread out throughout the year. And those tasks are assigned a specific week during the year. And what I realized is that I always enjoyed those tasks a couple of years ago when I was going through the Passionate Penny Pincher Planner. But what I didn't like is that they never matched up with the zone that I was already cleaning in. Like, I liked the idea of the tasks, but they never matched up with the zone that I was cleaning in, so it never worked. So I sat down with my planner and I made a list. I made a list of all of the weeks of the year, and then I listed which zone I would be in for each of those weeks throughout the year. Now, if you remember that video that I keep referencing, I use 6 zones instead of 5 zones. That 6th zone that I have is kind of just a catch-all. It's kind of just a flex zone. I use it for anything that I need to catch up on that maybe I didn't get to through zones 1 through 5. And then it's also been working out really great to use that zone for any kind of whole house task or project that makes sense to do all at one time. So once I had all of my weeks listed out and the coordinating zones listed out, then I got out my list of quarterly zone cleaning tasks that I thought I wanted to use and just kind of started plugging in some of those tasks throughout the year. And I realized that a lot of the tasks that I was thinking I wanted to do quarterly, which again I said ended up being way too much, some of them ended up being things that I just wanted to do once a year or twice a year. And so I was able to just plug those projects in on a particular zone. And so I'm going to pop a list in right here. So I've got a list that I'm going to share with you guys. Hang on, before we talk about that, I'm just showing you right here that I'm cleaning out the vacuum. You can see I have a lot of hair, and a lot of hair gets wrapped up on this beater bar. And so once a month, I usually go in here and clean all of this out. I also take all of the filters out and I spray them down with Dawn Power Wash. I let them sit a few minutes and then I rinse them out really well and let them dry overnight. All right, so back to what I was saying. I essentially made a list of projects, like cleaning projects that I wanted to do, and mapped them all out. So again, I'm going to pop that list in right here so you can see it. You will also notice that I do not have every single week filled in. There are a few reasons for that. So you'll notice that December and the last week of November, I don't have any extra tasks listed. That is simply because those are the holidays. It's, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I don't want to spend my extra time working on home projects. I'm going to be doing things like decorating for Christmas and wrapping gifts and attending Christmas parties and things like that. So I'm not going to give myself extra things to do during that time. The other reason that I have some tasks, or not some tasks, but some weeks that are blank, is because I didn't feel like that particular zone needed anything extra that week. And so I just decided to leave it blank, and I think that's okay. So I've included my list. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to get these. I will have instructions down in the description box so that you can get this list. I am also including a blank list and then also a list for those of you that do a 5 zone cycle. So like I said, I do 6 zones. So my list that is personal to me has 6 zones, and I am sharing my tasks that I do, and I'm really just giving this to you guys so that it will inspire you and kind of just give you some ideas. I definitely want to encourage you to make this list personal to you and to your home. I have said from the very beginning that I do not think that cleaning systems are one size fits all. I think they should be very personal to you and to your home. And then also, I'm giving you a blank one so that you can fill it out and make it personal for you. I ended up printing my list and shrinking it down to put in my vertical planner. And I just printed it like on sticker paper, but you can print it on regular paper. You can use it, like you can just put it on your refrigerator, or you can fold it up and put it in a planner, or you can hole punch it and do whatever you want to. You can laminate it and check it off. You can do whatever you want to do. But again, just make this personal. I like having mine in my planner. You probably noticed that I didn't get every single thing checked off. That's okay. I have talked about this before, but my goal is never perfection. It is always just progress. And there are a lot of things that I don't get every single thing done, and that's okay. So right here, I was just going through my monthly task list that I had in my Passionate Penny Pincher planner, and I was just checking them off. Okay, so now I need to get all of my Easter decor put away. So I gathered everything, I got everything washed, and now I'm going to pack it all up. I really was hoping to get it all back in this tote. It's not just Easter decor in this tote. I've also got Christmas mugs and a few fall things. But I did get some new things this year for Easter, so everything did not fit. So I ended up having to get another tote. But it did feel really good to get all of this Easter decor put away. So all of the tasks that I have done so far were my Monday tasks and then some monthly tasks. For the Monday tasks, I cleaned mirrors, dusted furniture, vacuumed couches, vacuumed the house. Now it is Tuesday, and I am moving on to Tuesday tasks. One of the tasks is to clean out the fridge. I didn't end up doing that, but I did mop the hard surfaces. I had my son take out all the trash, and then I'm going to clean the microwave, the toaster oven, and the stovetop. I didn't actually clean the stovetop because I do that every single evening as part of my evening routine. So that's why I didn't do that. But like I said, these are the tasks in the Passionate Penny Pincher Home Planner. And like I said, I've already decided that I prefer my other routines better. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick Sam's Club haul. So I got a big package of chicken legs. I got 2 big packages of ground beef because we were getting super low on ground beef. I got laundry detergent and then also some toilet paper. We got some cheese dip. I got some Greek yogurt, butter, cottage cheese, milk, and then our Oikos yogurt that we have just about every day for breakfast. I got some honey barbecue boneless chicken bites. We haven't had those, but I thought we would try them. I got 2 bags of the Just Bare chicken bites. We got 2 bags because we really like those a lot and go through them pretty quickly. I got some egg rolls. I got a roll of breakfast sausage. I got 2 different cases of water. We got some Polar water and then also Waterloo. These 2 things are new. I haven't, not new, but new to me. I haven't tried the Archer grass-fed beef sticks yet. So I got those. They were on sale. And then I also got the coconut crispy rollers. We got some peanut butter pretzels, some spaghetti, some Nesquik, and then some berries. So I got strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries. To clean my microwave, all I do is fill up a measuring cup with water, and then I put it in the microwave and I set it for 3 minutes. Now, some people like to add vinegar to this, but I have found that using just water works perfectly fine. It still steams everything so that I can wipe everything down and I don't have to smell vinegar. The next thing I'm going to do is clean my toaster oven. This thing gets so gross, so I definitely try to stay on top of this. But the way I like to clean this is I basically pull the parts out that come out. I put them in the sink and I spray them with Dawn Power Wash and I let them sit. Now, the little grate thing, this particular day, it had some serious stuff on there that just was not wanting to come off, so I had to but I had to spray it in the Dawn Power Wash several times and scrub it several times. I never got it perfect, but on another day when I've got some extra time, I can probably hit it a little bit harder with Barkeeper's Friend. I did try that today, but I'm really low on Barkeeper's Friend, so I just didn't really have enough to make any headway. But anyway, that is usually how I tackle that. And then for the inside, I make sure that I unplug it. I just kind of wipe everything down, and then I like to clean the outside as well with a stainless steel cleaner. All stainless steel is not created equal. I feel like stainless steel that is on small appliances, I feel like it's not as good of quality as like some of your kitchen appliances, like your dishwasher, refrigerator, things like that. And so on bigger appliances, I usually am happy to just do like an e-cloth that's made for stainless steel and then polish it. But I find that these smaller appliances, like I said, I need to use the stainless steel cleaner to get all of the streaks and fingerprints off. So as you can see, now I'm coming back to the microwave. I like to kind of just keep things moving. So as the microwave was going, I was working on the toaster oven. As the toaster oven parts were soaking, I was working on other things like that. So make sure when you're cleaning that you are taking advantage of those minutes. Experimenting with my routines and things the last month or so has really been beneficial. I feel like I've really learned a lot about myself. I've really learned what I like and what I don't like as far as routines go, and it's really helping me to not second guess myself. I'm learning to just see when I'm just really busy and have to prioritize differently. That doesn't necessarily mean that I need a different routine. So again, make sure that you are making your routines work for you, and it is okay if they don't look exactly like someone else's routine. They really shouldn't. We all have different families, we have different homes, we have different priorities, we have different schedules, and it is so very important to really figure out what works for you in your home, in the season of life that you are currently in. I ended up not being able to film my Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday cleaning routines from the Passionate Penny Pincher Planner. My week was just so busy and I was really just having to focus on things with my kids. But right here, I'm going to clean up my kitchen for the evening, and you guys saw laundry and like dirty laundry in here. So I don't have a laundry room, and sometimes when you have boys, they get really nasty socks. And so something that I do is I have a container that I fill up with OxyClean and really hot water, and I let their socks soak in that overnight. And then there was another t-shirt that was by the sink. One of my kids dropped ketchup all over one of his favorite t-shirts, and so I have been working on that thing constantly. So I wanted you guys to see this because I want you guys to know that my home is very much lived in. We live here. we use our home. And it's okay if you have things out. It's okay if you have projects that you're working on and kind of working through. You'll see that as I finish cleaning up the kitchen, the dirty socks are no longer going to stay on the kitchen counter. They're going to go in the sink, and then first thing in the morning, they will be going into the laundry, and I'm glad that I will not have to be looking at them anymore. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about my zone cleaning project list? I'm glad that I finally have it out on paper. It's something, like I said, that I have been kind of working on because I knew that the quarterly tasks weren't working for me, and I knew this is the direction that I wanted to go. And it's really taken me a while to kind of get it all on paper. But as I've been going through it, it is really working really well to just have my regular weekly cleaning, my zone cleaning tasks that I do for the day, or not for the day, but for the week, and then just having that one extra task that works with my zone cleaning. Sometimes I do it when I'm doing my zone cleaning. Other days it will just be at a random slot of time when I've got a little bit of extra time, but it's working really well. So let me know if you guys think it's something that you want to try. Is it something that you think you may incorporate into your routines? Again, make sure you check the description box below so that you get the details for how you can get those printables. Again, I've got the printable that is exactly like mine with a 6 weeks rotation, and then I've got a blank 6-week rotation and a 5-week rotation depending on how many zones you have in your home. I also want to mention that my schedule right now is going to be very spotty for the next month or so. I did mention earlier in the video that my son is graduating from high school this year. He is homeschooled, and so I've got a lot of extra things that I'm having to do. We've also got lots of just fun things we're trying to squeeze in as a family, and so I am really just having to prioritize some family things right now, but know that I do miss you guys. I think about you guys. It is just not always possible right now for me to film and edit as much as I would like, but I'm going to keep filming. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep editing. My videos just aren't going to be as structured as they were. I was posting every Sunday, and right now it's going to kind of just be when I can get to a video and get it out. That is what I'm going to do. But hopefully as the summer continues to go, I can get into more of a routine with that. That's all I have for y'all today. I hope you guys have enjoyed me kind of taking you through my thought process and the things that I've kind of been working through here in my own home. I'm very excited to start sharing some tips and some ideas for some routines to help you guys create your ideal routines for your home. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, please consider subscribing down below, and I will see you guys soon.